If you're interested in finding out about the best value for money helmet on today's market and how it stacks up against helmets at twice the price, then stick around because that's what we're doing today, and it's coming up right now. Now, if you're looking for a new helmet but you're only motivated by the badge, you may not agree when some people claim that you can buy a very safe, very nice looking, very comfortable helmet for under £100. And yes, I would agree that a £200 helmet is probably going to be finished with much advanced materials and the paint job's probably going to be better. But is it going to be any safer? And when it comes to your hard-earned dosh, is it going to be any better value for money? To try and answer this age-old question, we thought we'd take a look at what we consider to be one of the best value for money helmets on the market at the moment that won't break the bank and keep your head safe. And we're going to take it and we're going to compare it against a very well-known and respected brand, AGV, and the helmet in question is the K3. Now, to do this, we've decided to enlist the help of my cleverer brother, Bobby Max. But before we tell you the name of our mystery helmet, we thought we'd head over to his place, stack one up against the other to see how they compare. So Bobby Max, it's over to you. Hi Bobby Max, and thanks for inviting me along. You're welcome, Bobby Max. So to do this test, we've devised our very own 10-point test, which is going to cover certain things such as safety, features and comfort. Now, as you would expect, both of these helmets comply to the latest ECE 2205 safety standards, and both helmets have that all-important ACU Gold certificate on them. So you can be pretty sure that whenever you've got your head in one of these two helmets, your head is going to be in a very safe place. Now, when we talk about helmets and what they're constructed of nowadays, they tend to be split up into three different categories. At the bottom end of the scale, we find we have our polycarbonates and our thermoplastics. In the middle somewhere, we have fiberglass helmets. Then right up at the top, we have our carbon Kevlar tri-composite weaves. So I wonder what our two helmets are made of. Now, whilst the AGV helmet has a very respectable and strong thermoplastic shell, our mystery helmet actually has a fiberglass shell. Now, in most people's eyes, a fiberglass shell is probably seen to be a little stronger, more robust, so therefore safer. And I would probably agree with them, to be quite honest with you. I think a fiberglass shell probably is safer than a polycarbonate shell. Now, another advantage of fiberglass over a thermoplastic shell is the reduced weight. As we all know, fiberglass weighs less. So if you're somebody like me that gets it in the neck all the time for going out on the bike whenever the sun's shining, having a reduced helmet weight is definitely going to help with that and be a lot more comfortable. So as you should know by now, it's very important to get a comfortable helmet because nobody wants to ride around feeling like they've got their head trapped in a vice. So let's talk about the interior of these two helmets. Both of these helmets have a comfort liner that is removable and washable. Nobody wants a helmet that smells like a cheese factory on a hot day. Now, as we are talking about being out on hot days, what you need is a good ventilation system. And let me tell you, both of these helmets have a very good ventilation system, although I will say I think the AGV has probably just got the edge on it, being as it has a 5-point ventilation system as opposed to a 4-point ventilation system. But be assured, both of these helmets will keep your head very cool on a hot day. So that's warm weather, but what about the cold weather? Now, the AGV does have a removable chin curtain, as does our mystery helmet, and we all know that's important to keep the wind from whistling round your chin when you're doing 100 miles an hour. Not that any of us ever do 100 miles an hour. We all stick to 70, don't we? See, let's talk about the vision you're going to get from these two helmets. Because believe me, it's not a lot of fun riding around with your visor steamed up like you've got a sauna going on in your helmet. Each of our helmets also has a removable nose guard, which we know is important for keeping the steaming down from the inside of your visor, as this will direct the breath away from the visor, helping to keep it from steaming up. Now, one of the things we really liked about the K3 was the fact that it came with a Pinlock ready visor. And so did our mystery helmet. Now, if you don't know anything about what a Pinlock visor does, I suggest you should find out, because I think they should be compulsory on every helmet nowadays. Now, one of the only things I can think of that possibly let our mystery helmet down a little bit was the fact that it didn't have a drop-down sunshade like the K3 has. But to be honest with you, I think they've probably made up for that by including a free smoked visor with every single helmet. As you can see, our 10-point test has revealed a few surprises along the way. And if you sat there now, scratching your head like I was, thinking to yourself, why is the AGV almost twice the price of this mystery helmet? Well, I think if you sit there and think about it for long enough, you'll probably come up with the answer. Anyway, for now, back over to you, Bobby Max. Thanks, Bobby Max. You're welcome, Bobby Max. So it turns out our mystery helmet's lighter because it's made of fiberglass that's usually only reserved for helmets with a higher price point and what most people would consider to be a stronger and more superior material. And apart from the drop-down sunshade, this helmet's pretty much got every feature that the K3 has, and let's not forget you also get that free smoked visor in the box. Now just before I tell you the name of this helmet, consider subscribing guys because we have loads more helmet and tech reviews on the way this year. So, what is the name of this helmet? Well, it's called the Raw Evo and it retails at the moment for around about $99.99. And we honestly think as an entry-level helmet, you'll have a problem buying better. Check out one of these two reviews on the screen now if you're looking for a helmet cam. Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to subscribe, I'm out of here.